I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about the new book and what you're trying to do in it.
Well, it came out now in November, and it's called French Post-War Social Theory, and the subtitle is International Knowledge Transfer. So the subtitle indicates what I'm trying to do is that I'm taking 5 major French social thinkers of the second half of the 20th century and exploring the ways in which the context in which their texts were produced, but then more importantly the context in which they've all been translated and variously received in the UK. So that the whole point is to try to raise the question of what happens when social theory developed within one set of cultural and socio-economic conditions is transferred textually to another field of reception. And in crude terms, what happens when something which is developed within a tradition which is still vestigially a socialist tradition in France transfers and is appropriated by a rather more liberal or neoliberal context in the UK to such an extent that the radical social theory is perhaps neutralised and commodified as it's transmitted in the UK. So that's what I've been trying to look at. So far, the book which has come out, for my own liking, is too much involved in discussing the textual transfer. What I'm hoping to do is to produce something which will actually be rather a sequel and a complement, because I'm wanting to rather more sociologically analyse the conditions of production in France and then the conditions of reception in England. So that actually means looking in Bourdieu's terms, because a lot of it uses Bourdieu. In Bourdieu's terms, it's looking at the social conditions of generation of the fields within which discourse takes place. And so something which is sociological involves understanding how the field of sociological discourse is constructed in the first place. So that's roughly where it stands at the moment, and so I'm hoping to write that sequel in the next 12 months or so.
Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot.